Howdy, friend. Sam Houston here, hoping you're living in high cotton. And if you're lucky enough to be in Texas, I know you're most of the way there. Now enjoy your daily dose of Texas history and Texas pride.
Howdy, friend. Welcome back to the Feed Bandit podcast and your Texas History Roundup for December 15th. In 1854, the British ship Ben Nevis arrived at Galveston with a congregation of conservative Lutheran Winds who had joined countrymen already in Texas. This was the Winds' only mass immigration. That fall, the congregation of nearly 600 had formed in Germany and traveled to England for a departure from Liverpool. A cholera epidemic on their ship at Liverpool killed 73 of them, and at Galveston they endured yellow fever. Around the turn of the year, the Winds walked 85 miles to New Ulm and Industry to join other Wind settlers. Some of the arrivals spoke only Windish. This is the first Lutheran church founded in Texas by the Missouri Synod. Well, that must have been a heck of a travel period. A heck of a trip, I should say. In 1863, the Texas legislature passed a bill to provide security for the frontier when it was decided that the Frontier Regiment, which is a Texas mounted regiment of Texas state troops, would transfer to Confederate service. Companies of 25 to 65 men were to be formed from men on the frontier who were liable for military service. There were 3 districts, headquartered in Decatur, Gatesville, and Fredericksburg. About 4,000 men were enrolled when the Frontier Regiment transferred to Confederate service in March 1864. In 1881, the tracks of the Texas and Pacific Railway, building west, and Southern Pacific Railroad, building east, finally joined at Sierra Blanca, where Jay Gould of the Texas and Pacific drove a silver spike in commemoration of the historic event. Just 3 weeks earlier, an agreement had been signed in New York that stipulated Sierra Blanca would be where the tracks would join, even though the Texas and Pacific tracks then ended 10 miles to the east. In 1892, David Guyon was born in Ballinger. Guyon was one of the first American composers to collect and transcribe Western folk tunes and Negro spiritual music into concert music. He's well known for several arrangements, including Turkey in the Straw and the Yellow Rose of Texas, but is best known for the forever popular version of Home on the Range. Guyon died in 1981 and is buried in Ballinger. And finally, 1957, Ruby A. Black passed away. She was born in Thornton in 1896 and at UT Austin became the first female editor-in-chief of the Daily Texan. Black was later a supporter of William P. Hobby over James E. Ferguson when she worked for the Thornton Hustler. She became a White House correspondent for the United Press International in 1933, and after covering Eleanor Roosevelt's activities for 7 years, she wrote Eleanor Roosevelt, a biography, which won the National Headliners Award in 1941. All right, that, my friend, was your Texas History Roundup for December 15th. Thank you so much for listening. We'll catch you back here tomorrow, and remember, Texas first.
Well, there you have it. If you like our podcast, check us out at feedbandit.com. There you'll find awesome Texas First outdoors gear and apparel. Your purchase helps support the Bandits and keeps this podcast on the air, fighting for you and for Texas. Remember, preserve the tradition, protect the legacy. Until next time.